Hey guys, what's going on? Sabalski coming up to you with a video on how to get more kills in Fortnite. This game originally started as it's a tournament game, and I was just going to upload the video of the kills I got and how close I got to winning the game and the 7 points that I got. But I figured since I've gotten a lot better at the game since when I started, I might as well tell you guys what things you might be able to do to get more kills. So let's get started in this. So in this game, I landed tilted. I'm not one to always land tilted. I will usually when I'm playing with squads or duos, but this game I decided tilted, why not? I need the points, I need the kills. So immediately what I did was I ran into the building and I was looking for some loot. Everybody does this. You notice I put that wall behind me in case that guy was coming that I could hear, but I see him here. Now, unlucky enough, the AKs aren't very accurate for hip fire spray, but then I'm going to contradict myself with what's going to happen next year. I was able just to get that. As long as you jump around your opponent, right? You know, if you jump around your opponent with a weapon that fires at an okay rate and they have a shotgun, they're going to have less chances to be able to hit you, especially if you're standing very close to them with the shotgun. So it's always a good thing to be dancing around your opponent when you have a spray weapon, because it's just going to be harder for them to hit you. So early in the game when I was coming down through tilted, I saw this grappler over here, and I figured I'd go back to get it as it was probably going to help me coming up soon. I already had a shotgun, so passed up that one. Really just looking for anything else I can get my hands on that might help me cap a few more kills here in Tilted. I decided just to skip the wait, grab this grappler and a balloon, make my way up atop this building. Didn't want to take any chances trying to get outside the building and go up top, so I just broke through to the roof, coming right from the inside, which is probably what you should always do in a situation like this because it just means more cover. Since this is a tournament game, I don't want to just run into every situation I see as I normally would in, you know, a few regular solos games. So I'm kind of just taking it a little slower, picking my shots, but this is actually where I end up getting most of my kills. As you can see, looking around at tilted, there's always people. As long as you have good accuracy and you use first shot accuracy to your advantage, you can cap off easy kills like that. A 92 headshot and a 42 body shot, that guy's dead. This person inside the building, I was trying to get an aim on, but I just... they weren't in sights. But then we looked right down here. There was a couple guys fighting it out, so I figured I'd put in a couple of my shots. I was able to cap off one guy and then cap the next guy just like that. Now, at this point, you probably should not take a balloon straight down to the ground, but seeing as it was the fastest way down without wasting any mats, it's what I decided to do. Now, this situation gets a little sticky because there's two guys plus a third one I can hear coming from behind me. So at this point, I decided to come around to the back of the building and work my way through the underside and see if I couldn't pick off some of them from behind, which is a smart play because now you're not in the middle of three guys trying to kill each other. And it turns out this play was probably the best play for me because I ended up with another 2 kills. One right there, or not that one, but that one I ended off with a kill. And then this guy right over here who's going to build up above me, and I couldn't because I was stuck under a tree. I decided to run back into this little shedded place with the doors, come around the backside, and I'm going to take the grapple to go up and over the building to where he's already going to be looting the area below because I knew he wasn't going to try and search me. I knew he was going to try and find that loot. Easy cap, easy kill, just like that. Right here, though, if you listen real quick, you'll hear a little dink. It just went right there. That was a grenade, and I heard that, so I figured I'd turn around and quickly find the guy who was throwing him, which he was right there. Quick sniper shot, ended him. I'm full up on mats, so I couldn't pick up any more. And then I hear from behind me a quad crasher. Another situation. Now, at this point, I've already got 7 kills, and I've gone up 3 points already because 7 points is the most amount of kills you can get or for points in the solo tournament. Once you get 3 points... 3 kills is 1 point, 5 kills is another point, 7 kills is your last point. And that's all you can get for kills. Then you get 2 points for top 10, 2 points for top 3, and 2 points for winning the game. Sadly, I did not come into a situation where I won the game. I made it into the top 3, but I probably could have won had I just played my ending part of it smarter, but you'll see that in a moment here. I'm going to make my way up this hill. This shot up here, the missile, scared the hell out of me. You see me jump. Right there, I just jumped wicked hard. I wasn't expecting to hear the missile. Try to take a couple sniper shots. Land an easy hit. I think I landed damage on that guy, but I wasn't sure. But again, with the AK, you can land off a few heavy hits. Now, in this situation, you got to be very careful. I didn't play it smart in the beginning, but how I ended is where I played strong. Ultimately, the best decision was building up, but I missed my ramp right there and was able to fall down. So I build sporadically around me, got up in here, walled myself off so that guy couldn't get me. See, this was his wall. He edited it out. It broke. I was able to cap off, get a few SMG shots on him before quickly turning around, wall on a ramp, just like that. Put that wall on a ramp, and then right when that happens, I made my way up, shielded myself off from everybody else, and I decided to drink a couple of minis just because it was going to help me in the long run. At this point, my builds, they got blown out from underneath me, so I'm about to get shot down here. Still very low in health. I'm at, what, 59 health. That's literally surviving nothing. So I decided to come in here, wall myself in, break this wall, and make it mine in case anybody came. I'd have the edit. I saw a slurp juice right outside the door, so I think I'm going to go get that now is what I was doing. I grabbed it, quickly popped that, and I decided to come out the backside of my build, away from where I heard someone. I saw he had a quad launcher. I freaked out because I didn't want to get blown up. Luckily, he built walls on his end to get above me, which is what he should have done, as I came behind him on this side, making a smarter play, just trying to get above everybody. I came around. I have the high ground, which is always where you want to be. I didn't take any shots yet because I was waiting to try to find the best shot because I still don't know how many people are underneath me, and I didn't want everyone rushing me. But once I saw this guy here, quick shotgun shot, jumped down, tried to break through his wall. I saw him. I knew he was going to do that, so what I did was I ramped up. I saw him building any second now. I'm going to get over here. Quick shot. SMG shots, gonna ramp up around him, get up on the other side, another quick shot, 38 to the head, and then one last shot, pop him off. That's all you really need. See, a lot of people, I'm gonna pause this right here, a lot of people don't understand that you don't always need high ground to win a fight. You just need to know how predictable the other person is gonna be. One of my favorite places to be is actually on the low ground because I'm pretty good at judging. The best part is when you're looking at someone and their wall is partly shot out so you can see through it. And you can see them walking up their ramp. And as long as you time it right, you can get that shotgun shot off right to the head and usually kill them more times than not. So always keep that in mind. High ground isn't the most important thing, as you can quickly turn the situation around with one shotgun shot up to the face from down below. So back into it now. Right below me, I heard footsteps right after I popped that guy off. So what I decided to do was take it slow, kind of survey the ground around me. I wanted to try to break up above, then I realized the guy who had died up there, his loot slid right off anyways, which was right there. I see this guy, I got a 25 shot on him. Went to go make that jump, but my character didn't really jump, so I missed it. Landed a nice 94 on him, a couple 18s. I couldn't quite finish it off. This guy, he took the high ground with his grappler, but then again, remember what I said, high ground is not everything. So what I did, because he seemed a bit slow, one quick snipe was all it took. As long as you're good with your shots, this is all you're ever going to need, you know. One quick snipe, one quick pop out of someone, one mess up on their end is really most of the times all you need to just secure yourself the kill and make it to the next part of the round. So I think from here I just grabbed some loot. I decided to drop the AK just because I felt like I didn't need it. But I noticed the circle was coming and I'm out of the circle, so I needed something to bring me far. So I grabbed the grappler. And then I saw these shields, which would be, you always want to carry shields. So I decided to drop my sniper for the shields, as I figured I probably wouldn't need it, which turns out I did. Saw this gold scar here, figured I'd turn around and grab that. That's not important right now. What's important, though, is right as I got to the bottom of this hill, I saw this quad crasher, so I could have taken the sniper with me and dropped the grappler instead and still had the slurps. But is what it is, and you got to play with what you had. It would have been stupid to go all the way back in just to go and get that sniper, so I decided to just keep going with it. If you see someone, just take the shot, because if you land the shot, which, you know, more than likely if it's an AR, you're going to land at least one shot. You've already got the drop on them. You've already got, you know, maybe a little more health in them depending upon how much you started with and how much they started with. It's always a good advantage to always get the shot on someone. Even if you did 1 damage, that's 1 less health they have. And these are things you have to keep in mind when you're playing the games with the intention to get as many kills as you can, because you always want your opponent to be as weak as you can. Also, if you saw right back there, I did drop that turret because I think those are trash. Anytime someone gets on it, they die. Anytime I get on it, I die. I don't know why I'd ever carry one, and they just get in my way when I'm trying to cycle through my traps. So I saw that plane off in the distance over there east. Now, before I just jumped over there, I want to make sure there was nobody else in Pleasant. As I didn't see one off the bat, I think I was also looking for another sniper to try to replace that grappler. But as I can remember, I'm pretty sure I'm glad I didn't get rid of the grappler because it did come in handy later on in this game. This game ended with 12 kills, which isn't super high. But for a pop-up cup tournament game, 12 kills is pretty damn good. So, especially since you don't earn points after 7 kills. So, any kills I had after the 7 kills was all necessary just for me to keep going in the tournament. So once the next person dies, I'm gonna get 2 points right off the bat, because I'll be in the top 10. So I get the 2 points from the top 10 in this tournament. Any second now, I believe. But right over, yep, there it is. And then right on the right there, I saw someone moving through the water. Right around here, and my plan was to get right up over this rock here where the chest is. I don't know if you guys are able to see the guy on the right, but I did see him. And it turns out he was not where I thought he was going to be on the other side. I thought he was still going to kind of be a little, like, directly ahead of me. He was not. So that was a mess up on my end because I wasn't able to keep track of the player. He actually came out to be on my left. Right there. And somehow this guy was not able to land one shot on me, which was kind of BS. Bloom was not working in his favor. Couple shots. That was 97 damage on that guy right there. I already got the high ground, which again isn't everything, but this guy seems like he's only interested in turtling up. Couple quick shots. A 68 headshot on that guy. I'm going to come around the other side of his build just to confuse him. Cap off the kill. Just as easy as that. You always want to be moving during the fights. As much as you can to try to always make sure, if someone knows where you are, you want to keep moving, because if you do, it's just less likely they're going to be able to get the drop on you. These are things that have just worked for me in this game. If things work differently for you, then stick to those things, but just in my personal experience, these are the things that I found work best for my play style. And I'm a very aggressive player. Any player I see, I'm going after. That's usually how I roll. I did change it up a little bit just for this pop-up cup tournament, because I really did want to win this game. And at this point, there's 7 people in the game, including myself. So that's only 6 other opponents. I have 10 kills at the moment. And I do end up popping off another 2. But sadly, I was coming out of the same side of the storm at the end of this game as someone else, and that's why I lost. I saw this guy get popped in front of me, meaning there's 5 others besides me now. And I know this guy who just killed him is going to come over here for his loot, so I waited. I waited for this guy right here to come over. Now, I did see this trap sitting right over here, and I figured this guy was going to jump up over there and not see the trap and get hit, which is exactly what happened. As you can see here in a second, the guy jumps up. Boom, the trap hits him. We can't see the damage, but he got hit because he builds around and met up. At this point, I decided to push on him because it was going to be an easy kill. And just jumped up over him, got the high ground, came around this side. SMG spray, broke the wall, and killed him immediately. But, as fate would have it, I forgot about that trap just as fast as I saw it. I forgot about that trap, because if you watch right here, I come around the side, doodly dee, I'm just trying to, sit around, I come around the corner, bam, I get hit by the trap. You can see the look of dismay on my face. I feel kind of stupid about it, but I say, you know what, I've got a 50 shield, and I got a slurp on me, so it's no big deal, I can met up the full. So that's exactly what I did. I took the 50 pot, I took the slurp. Always look around, what's around you, because most times you can fix your solution, or you can fix your problem, quick solution. Just like that. I'm not up to full yet, but the slurp will bring me up there once I'm ready. There was no other loot I wanted around here, so I decided just to jump up out of there. To my left, I see some loot in a second here. There's gold over there. I wanted to go for it, but you also got to look at what you already have, and don't be greedy with loot. I mean, I know it's nice to get loot, but say I went over there at that particular point in the game, I might have died. Now, I did look at where the circle was rotating, and it was back over here on the south side, right where that loot was. So I decided at this point, all right, I'll come back through here, and right as I did, I ended up seeing a gun I'd like. I don't like the quad launchers at all. I'd rather a grenade launcher, which is what I had, but I saw the gold P90 up there, which certainly wouldn't hurt me by holding. Now, I wanted to try to keep on the edge of the circle because when you get into these situations in the end game where there's very low amounts of people, everybody knows where everybody is. So if I could try and keep a low profile until some things go on, I figured that would probably be my best shot. So I decided I want to try to come at this tree here and get underneath it, but then I realized the circle wasn't going to stop there. So I decided to come over by this tree, and I built a couple walls just to chill here for a little bit. Built around myself. I didn't want anyone coming to my left or behind me, so I just capped off a couple of walls. And I sat here just for a little bit, and I surveyed the area. So you can see up around west, there's a guy who built a tower to my left, and then right up on the mountain due west, there's another guy who built a fort. Right there, you can see that one up on the mountain. I'm going to look to the left here behind this tree. There's another guy who built a fort right over there. So I was trying to keep my eyes on both those guys, but I also knew there were 2 other players besides those guys. And someone was in a fight over there, and it was those 2, which means there's probably 2 other guys to my right, which there ended up being. And these were things I was thinking about as I was looking at these guys, maybe trying to hop off a shot or 2, just to always take the advantage and try to get your opponents as low as possible with the time you have and the weapons you have. I heard some guy, he was gliding over my head. I could hear it. It was very loud, and then I realized the storm was moving, so I said, all right, I got to start moving now because the storm's moving. This is a great opportunity for me to get behind everybody now. So I was going to stick to the east side of this circle and just work my way in through the back, let these guys duke it out, and maybe try to cap off the win, which is definitely not how it ended up happening. I just talking to myself there. I was streaming, so I think I was talking to my stream. Right over here. I figured maybe a couple of grenade kills might knock down some builds and potentially kill someone. Did 0 damage to anybody. In fact, I gave away my position with this, which these are things you have to think about while you do this, but I decided to turtle up right up in here. Turtling is okay if you know how to turtle properly, which you'll see me doing in a second here. The goal of turtling is you want to make sure every piece around you is your own. And by doing this, it ensures your safety. So people are not going to be able to shoot you out, take control of your wall immediately off the bat. These are your builds, and you can do what you need to do with them. So I decided to sit here for a little bit. I heard some explosions going off, I believe, in a second here, or some gunfire. No, what it was is the circle was about to move in. I decided to expand out a slot just to try and get an edge on the next guy who was coming. Ended up editing myself out like an idiot. Capped off this guy, SMG spray, and a shotgun shot's all you need. But the circle was coming, as fate would have it. So I grabbed this shield. I was only able to pop off 1 mini. So by drinking this and that, I could get up to 175 health if it would even last me. I heard someone right up above me, and I tried to break out their builds to maybe get some fall damage on them. But it was connected in other places, so I wasn't able to. And right at this point, I wasn't thinking. I didn't try and build. This guy was able to cap me off. And that's how my game ended. But think back. If we stop here, that was a 7-point game. Regardless of me losing the game, I made it to top 3. Top 10 and top 3, which is 4 points, and I got 7 kills, which is 3 points. That was a 7-point game. That's a really good game. That is literally the second best you can do for points in a game. So if you want to look back, you can see I do have 12 kills. And 7 of those were only necessary, which means the other 5 kills were solely done just to make sure I stayed alive during those games. So I hope everybody has learned something just from the way I've explained how I play through the game, what I look for in matches, and what I decide is the best, decisions for my situations that I get in. If you guys have an aggressive play style, as I do, then these tournament games are going to differ from how you actually play. In the regular solos, duos, squads that I play with my buddies, I jump on everybody, and I usually just jump right into the middle of the situations because that's just how I play. Normally comes out okay. Sometimes I bite it, but it is what it is. But in these situations, the tournaments, I did take it a little slower, which is why I was constantly looping around people, getting up above people, making sure I was safe and secured, and everyone else was in the lower situation, which is exactly what you should be doing if you want to keep getting kills. Just by me playing safe in this game, I was able to pop off 12 kills. So, anyone who thinks can't get kills unless you're like Ninja, who's super aggressive and this, that, it's not true at all. You just need to play smart. And if you play smart, you're going to end up with kills and the win. Alright, so I hope everybody enjoyed this video. I really appreciate everybody's feedback on my channel, likes, and watching the videos and whatnot. And if you guys want to see more content like this, leave a like, drop it down in the comments, and you guys take care. I'll see you next time.